The De Morgan Foundation is a charity registered with the Charity Commission for England and Wales. Registered Charity No. 310,004. The charitable objects of the foundation are to safeguard, maintain and make available to the public the De Morgan collection of paintings, ceramics, and other works of art made by Evelyn De Morgan and by William De Morgan and his associates, and other works of art in the collection, and to promote the appreciation of art and education in art and allied subjects. Governance. The sole trustee of the charity the De Morgan Foundation is the De Morgan Trustee Company Limited. Company number 069142254. The foundation is managed by the Board of Directors of the Trustee Company. The De Morgan collection is owned by the De Morgan Foundation, which enables public access to the works through a program of loans and exhibitions, as well as providing an online catalogue of works. William and Evelyn De Morgan. The collection comprises work by the late 19th and early 20th century ceramicist William De Morgan and his artist wife Evelyn De Morgan. They were both highly regarded in the fields, and William De Morgan was a potter of the arts and crafts movement, credited with the rediscovery of the art of lustre. His work was influenced by the Islamic tiles he saw at the South Kensington Museum. History. The collection was formed by Evelyn De Morgan's sister, Mrs. Wilhelmina Sterling, a supporter of the ideals of the pre-Raphaelite movement, who also wrote several books under the name A. M. W. Sterling. She inherited some pieces from her sister and brother-in-law and actively sought out other works to add to her collection, which she displayed at her home, Old Battersea House. Upon her death in 1965, she bequeathed her substantial art collection to be looked after in trust. In the years following her death, parts of the collection were displayed at a number of locations, including Cardiff Castle, Cragside in Northumberland and Knightshays Court in Devon, all of which have interiors from the years when the De Morgans were active. From 2002 until the 28th of June 2014, it was housed at the De Morgan Centre in the Victorian-era Longstaff Reading Room of the former Wandsworth Library at West Hill in Wandsworth, in southwest London, which dates from 1887. The De Morgan Collection. The De Morgan Collection comprises 58 oil paintings by Evelyn De Morgan, ranging in style from classicism, pre-Raphaelite and symbolism, and in scale from the domestic and intimate to extremely large canvases. Evelyn De Morgan was also a prolific draftswoman, and the collection contains over 800 drawings which vary from compositional sketches and life drawings to highly finished pastel studies for her oil paintings. It includes a few watercolors and unframed works by Evelyn and some works on paper and canvas by William De Morgan. The collection also comprises over 700 ceramics by William De Morgan, including 50 tile panels and 420 individual tiles, and 260 plates, charges, vases, bottles, and bowls, etc. It also includes examples painted by De Morgan's top 3 decorators, Joe Duster and Charles and Fred Passenger, and several pieces of De Morgan's Moonlight colorway, which are exceedingly rare. In addition, the collection includes a small archive of material, including a collection of letters, drawings, plays, personal effects and family documents relating to William and Evelyn De Morgan. The vast majority of the archive, however, pertains to Mrs. Sterling herself and includes acquisition details for the collection, her research for various books, photographs and ephemera dating from the 18th century to 1965, William, 1839 to 1917, and Evelyn, 1855 to 1919. De Morgan were artists in their own rights. They married in 1887, and in addition to their art, they became involved in many of the leading issues of the day, including the suffrage movement, prison reform, pacifism and spiritualism. The De Morgan collection was previously on display at the De Morgan Center until it closed in June 2014. References. Further reading. Sterling, A. M. W. 1922. William De Morgan and His Wife. New York. Henry Holt and Company. ISBN 1-112-26408-6. De Morgan Works. Postman's Park. Memorial to Heroic Self-Sacrifice, Postman's Park. External links. De Morgan Foundation. Works by A. M. W. Sterling at Project Gutenberg. Works by William De Morgan at Project Gutenberg. London Undone Podcast.